What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lenny Works YouTube channel. All right, so it is Sunday. I'm gonna start this on Sunday because we got a lot to do. As you can see, car's up in the air. All the way up. It's got no tires. We're gonna go get tires done. The reason I'm getting the tires done before the dyno, even though it's not necessarily a problem for the dyno, is I want the extra inch of clearance that these tires are gonna give me in the front. The last time I put this car on the U-Haul trailer, the wastegates like skimmed that front lip. So if I can get it up an inch, it's safer to load it on the trailer and just makes me feel a little more comfortable. And there's a shop open. I was planning to pick up the U-Haul trailer today, but the websites all say they're closed today. But I can register to pick up the thing, but I'm gonna go help Angie and Tyler finish up getting into their place and get the tires mounted and all that other stuff. And I can only pick up till about 4:15. So what I'm gonna do is schedule my pickup for 8 a.m. tomorrow. If I leave here at 7, go grab my breakfast, do all that fun stuff, get there for around 8 o'clock. Then I should be done there, leave there by like 8:15, 8:20. I can drive back, load the car. That doesn't take me very long at all. Be on my way to the dyno for probably 9:30. I wanted to be there at 9, but I'm sure he won't mind having a little bit of time to relax before I get there. So I'd be at dyno by 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna refill the 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna top off the gas tank in the car so that we have the most fuel we possibly need. I am bringing 15 extra gallons with me. He already told me there's no chance that we're gonna use that much fuel, but I told him I wanted to be better safe than sorry. We've done all the checks. Everything seems good. I pressure tested the coolant system yesterday to double check for head gasket problems. I charged the system to double the rated PSI. So the radiator is usually about 7 PSI in the cooling system. I went to 15, which didn't expand anything. I didn't push anything out. It wasn't excessive amount of pressure. It was just more pressure. That way, if it was gonna push, it pushed and I could see it. But it held very well, other than the AutoZone rent-a-tool leaked a little bit. I could hear it coming out of the connection, so I wasn't super worried about it because I could hear it and I knew where it was coming from. Other than that, it held. When I held the fitting where it didn't leak, it stayed exactly where it was, even at 12, 13, 14 PSI. So I think we're good. So I'll pick this back up tomorrow morning. I just wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to start this today so I can start emailing myself the videos so I have them. I am gonna try, say this carefully, try to have this out Monday night. We'll see exactly how tomorrow goes. If we're done early, the car's gonna come back, the back end's gonna get jacked up, those tires are gonna come off. So we're gonna put the Hoosiers on over there. And then it's basically just track prep, which is the sheet metal around the gas tank, covering up any firewall holes. Like I still have clutch pedal hole there in that area, which isn't a big deal. I have a piece of sheet metal and all I'm gonna do is just bolt it in. It is designed to be bolted through. I'm gonna bolt through it. I'm gonna keep everything very simple. I have all the floor holes pretty much covered, and then I have to figure out why I don't have taillights. I think it's just a wire I forgot to connect, so that'll also be done. But we have, as long as tomorrow tuning session goes well, then we have till Sunday. Technically speaking, the car does need a front end alignment. I did notice that when I put one wheel square with the fender, the other wheel poked out a little bit, toed out. So that might be the way it's supposed to be. It might not. I'm getting it checked out. As long as the tune goes well, I'm gonna confirm with Rob Maps on Thursday, and that means Saturday it will go to Rob Maps for front end alignment. The guy's good. He knows his stuff. He does front wheel drive, all wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all that stuff. He does badass race alignments. He's only in Orlando. It's not a huge drive, but I'd rather do that and be safe and go straight down the track than drive on whatever is here now and then get pointed at a wall or something. So we're not ruining the car. She's staying for a while. So that's it for right now. And like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, everybody. It is Monday morning. It is 8:30. So, fun fact I learned when I got to UPS, they open at 7 o'clock. And they were open yesterday, but whatever. Google information was wrong. It's all good. I would have saved a little bit of time, but no space. No space because she's up there. Look at her. So we're loaded. As I smashed my head on the light. She loaded up. I have their straps. I doubled down with my straps. I put the old crap strap down. I let it run. I didn't just throw it on and shut it off. I put it up and I let it idle for a while, get up to operating temperature. That way I didn't follow the plugs out. Lesson learned from the Civic, but she's good. Now we're off to Daytona. All right, quick update, because we're here. But Dennis got it running well, and then we were going through some things. He was cleaning up the tune a little bit, getting it close before we put on the dyno. And as soon as he started giving it some RPM, the front crank seal pushed out. So or the balancer seal pushed out. So we're fixing that right now. As you can see, up in there, it's all apart, but it already runs a lot better. It's idling at like 850, 900, not the 2100 it was doing before. So let's get back to it. So this is how it's supposed to look. This is how they had the other side in. I moved the bolts around, but you can see where it was rubbing on that one. All right, quick update, because we're here. But Dennis got it running well, and then we were going through some things. He was cleaning up the tune a little bit, getting it close before we put on the dyno. And as soon as he started giving it some RPM, the front crank seal pushed out. So or the balancer seal pushed out. So we're fixing that right now. As you can see, up in there, it's all apart, but it already runs a lot better. It's idling at like 850, 900, not the 2100 it was doing before. So let's get back to it. All right, so what we're doing right now is we're trying to figure out what's going on with the boost controller, because we did have an overboost issue where he turned the boost controller on and it should have went to 0 because he was commanding 0. It shouldn't have added any additional boost, and it went above what we were telling it to. So we're trying to diagnose that right now. Hopefully we have it fixed. But so far she's happy, she's healthy, and she's making good boost. Yeah. So the only one you don't need on is the little black one at the bottom. That's directional. Ah. Again, I don't have the rights to any of the music playing in the background. All right, everybody. So far, so good. We might have an alternator problem where it's not charging. So we have the charger plugged in right now. So far, she's very happy. We believe the wastegates, because of their positioning, are getting warm, which is heating up the spring. So we're having a slight issue where it's decreasing wastegate spring on base pressure, but it's enjoying the additional pressure we're putting on top. So we're just trying to regulate some stuff for the boost controller. Like I said in the last clip, we're trying to fix that. So once that's all situated, we should be good. Right now, we know even without methanol, without the meth injection, she made 16 pounds safely, comfortably. She made good power, and he clipped it off early because he was concerned with it continuing to grow. So if this test doesn't work, we're gonna relook at some stuff, possibly rewire something, and then go from there. So see you in a little bit. Ignore the little 2x4 to try and prevent it from pushing all the water again. I don't own the rights to any of the music. All right, everybody, it's back on the trailer. So, the limiting factor was found today, and it's no fault of anybody else's but my own. We put a basic head gasket on it, trying to get the motor done when Antonio and I put it together. Mostly Antonio, I appreciate it. I'm not talking any shit. Motor ran beautiful, so I just made a poor choice when we put it together, trying to get it done in one day, and we found the link, and the weak link was the head gaskets. So we are loaded up. She made plenty of power for pushing head gaskets and all that fun stuff. Trying to load this up with one hand, it's not gonna work. But yeah, so I'll say on 6 to 7 pounds, we made almost 400. But the problem with that is it makes 6 to 7 pounds at like 6,300 RPM. So it's not making any boost early because the turbo's too big to make small boosts. It wakes up a lot when it does wake up, when we put more pressure to it. I gotta figure out the boost controller system setup. I'm gonna double check with Dennis and see how he wants me to do it, and I'll change it so it's adequate. Yeah, so good day. I'm not mad. Go home. We gotta fix the brakes. We gotta fix the head gaskets, new head bolts, fix the boost controller. I need to prime the meth kit too. The next time we come, or before the track and stuff, I need to get a vacuum pump and just vacuum suction the meth into the top end, because the pump just doesn't have the muscle to suck it through. So it's registering, it's just not flowing. So, and we're on M5 as meth instead of M1 because I didn't have M1 at the store. But yeah, so call it a day. I'm gonna wrap this up. We're gonna have some lunch, and then I'm gonna bring it home. So as always, comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next upload.